Good afternoon, all the students. Welcome again to the class of data analytics. So I like to welcome again. So it was pleasure teaching you in morning, and I would have seen this happen very rarely. I saw around 100 students listening to me. Okay, so I was very fortunate. So and now again, my fortune is now I think is increasing. I can see now 67 people listening to me. So I feel I'm very blessed. Okay, so good afternoon, everyone. So welcome back to the class. So I hope your Josh is still high. How's the Josh? So I still believe it would be high, like the way it was there in the morning session. So I like to welcome everyone for the data analytics program conducting by Padma Shri Institute of Management and Science, and we are trying to learn the concept of data analytics by using MS Excel. Guys, if you are using any social networking sites, I believe you would be getting a lot of info, a lot of articles, or a lot of advertisements about data science program in your social webs, in your social networking sites. There, if you observe, guys, so you'll see data science by X so and so institute. In that, they will give you the tools, what tools they will teach you. If you observe very carefully, they different institute will give you different tools. Somebody will talk about IBM Watson, somebody talk about R, somebody talk about PyCharm, somebody talks about pandas, somebody talks about Python, somebody talks about SAS. So the tools are infinite, guys. Please understand, the tools are infinite. The logic remain the same. What is your logic? Your logic is to predict the prediction. Like in stock market, if you have basic knowledge of stock market, in stock market we try to predict the movement of stock. How to predict that movement of the stock? We use fundamental analysis or we use technical analysis. So there are lot of websites called stockchart.com or moneycontrol.com. So there are websites like moneycontrol.com or their website like stockchart.com. So if you go there, there are a lot of tools are there for the predictive analysis. Like if you talk about any company stock, you go there and then you have a tool. Like so being I it doesn't matter what branch you all are. So you should be aware about that. You can't say that I'm from this field or that field. That's why I know I don't know. So these are the tools like moving average or moving average crossover. There are a lot of tools are there. Okay, so we use these tools. By using these tools, you can see this candlestick diagram. All this you can do in Excel. So there are a lot of tools are there. So I'm just giving you an example. Okay, so the purpose of giving you this example is to tell you that what is the purpose, what is the point of learning data science. Data science is not about how many tools you know. Okay, it's not like you want to go for a war, I'll give you as many weapons to fight. It's about how good you are with one weapon. So we try to become a Arjun. So that is, I think that will make more sense to become anyone else. So you need to be specialized in one tool. You figure out what tool you can be specialized, and that way it can serve your objective. So you so that is the overall agenda of keep on learning or keep on motivating you people. So how we can predict depends upon what domain we are working. So many students are HR students. So many HR students have to learn nowadays called HR analytics. So there's a big domain. There's a field which is in big demand for HR student is HR analytics. Okay, for marketing student, it is marketing research, market research. Okay, so there are a lot of market research companies are there. AC Nelson, there are a lot of market research companies are there, so which gives lot of insight about how you can play the marketing research domain, how you can predict that, how you can anticipate their brand values, how you can anticipate their demand, how you can apply predictive analytics in that. So it all depends upon how you can work with a scenario. So the tools remain the same. Either you work on MIS or either you work on dashboard, either you work on any other application, the provided in the given scenario, how you can come up with a conclusion. So that is the overall perspective of looking into the scenario. So when we talk about data analytics, business analytics, okay, data science, all are synonyms of same thing, and the perspective remain the same, how we can predict the future. So we all are in that world where we are trying to see our future. For that, traditionally we can go to astrologer and ask our future to them, or we can work on data analytics. So it's all depends on you how you want to see yourself in next few year down the line. So talking about MS Excel, we know how to work on MS Excel. We know we can open Excel like this. Okay, so we have done lot of application before the break, where we discussed about tools like how we can navigate lot of programming on MS Excel. What are the application of different ribbons? Either it's related to conditional formatting, or either it's related to spans, or either it's related to random number generation, either it's related to base spatial value, either it's related to transport. So a lot of applications we have done. So few things are automated in Excel whenever you work on Excel. Like if I write Sunday, then if I write Monday, if I write Sunday, if I write Monday, if you just select this Sunday, Monday, and then if you drag it, so automatically your days will come. So these are inbuilt features which is already being put into the Excel. So like the same way, if you write January, then you write February, then you write January, then you write February. You just select this, and then you drag it. So you get all the month. Fine. So these are something which is by default it's being put in the Excel. Okay, now if this are there vertically, I want to put this month horizontally. So what I'll do, I'll just copy this, Control C. I'll paste, I'll put wherever I want them horizontal. So I use the shortcut key Alt Yes. So that now it will come horizontally. Now it was horizontal, Control C. I want them vertical. So Alt Yes, it will come vertical. So transpose, this is called transpose. How to do that? Control C. Now, wherever you want to make it horizontal or vertical, go to paste, under paste, go to paste spatial, click on transpose, and your work will be done. And so I hope you know that we have already discussed all these things. I'm just trying to do revision randomly. I'm trying to do revision of certain concepts which you already do. I already done in the past. The purpose is to make sure that you should not forget it. Whatever we have done, you should not forget it. I want to put a border for this. Control Shift down arrow, then Alt H B E. Okay, then Alt HBA. So you can see border. And so you have to remember these shortcuts. So if you remember these shortcuts, your work will be done. So if you do this shortcut, your work will be done. So if something is there in this cell, something is there in this cell, something is there in the left, I want to put in right. So you can do Control R. 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 So if you do Control R, whatever there was your left will come on right. You select the cells, you select the cell, you select your cell, Control R. So whatever was in your left will come on right. Okay, if you do Control D, if you do Control D, whatever is there at the top will come down. Control D. So whatever there is the top will come in down. Control R to right hand side, Control D for down. So these are the basic shortcuts, guys. You know, Control C for copy, Control V for paste, Control X for cut. These basic shortcuts, Control B for bold, Control I for italic, Control U for underline, Control 1 for format cell. So more shortcuts, we know it always be good for us. So talking about shortcuts, if I talk about shortcuts, so if I talk about shortcuts, 1 minute. Talking about shortcut, here I'll send you this. So all the shortcuts I put here. 1 minute. Yeah. So this is the key. You just need 23 shortcuts are there. Okay, so all these shortcuts, you know, control A for select all. If I press control A, you can see everything got selected, which is there. Now I want to select everything in this worksheet complete, control A. So when you put control A, don't put inside this. If you put inside this, Excel will get confused. Excel will only select everything which is there. So control A, everything got selected in the worksheet. Control B for bold, you know, control C for copy, control D for fill down. Just now I shown you, know, fill down. So down. So what, guys, electricity went away 1 minute. So you know, control B, control D, control E for flash fill. You remember, right? Morning I've shown you flash fill. I hope you remember morning weighted flash fill, right? How that name, surname and all. I hope you remember the example. In the morning, I've shown you the example of flash fill. Okay, I've shown you the example of flash fill, right? So, so here I told you, you just copy that, control C, you copy that, paste it here, and you do one entry, Excel will do remaining, control E, Excel will do everything. This is called flash fill. Okay, so we have done this. Okay, so I hope you don't have any doubt on this, any confusion on that. So control page down. I just do control page down, control page down, control page down, shortcuts. 1 minute. Yeah. So control F for to find anything. So you are searching anything, you can search by using control F, control F, control F, find and replace. You can do that. For control H for replace all. So you want to replace anything. I did some mistake, and like if we that control F, it works in Excel, Word, everywhere. So control F, certain word, certain thing I have written which I want to search. So I can do control F to check wherever it's there. So it will come with that color, yellow color, some color to highlight that. Okay, control G for go to. 1 minute. So control G for go to, G for go to, like I told you, any cell, control G here for me, maybe I used one. Yeah, so for me it would be a problem. You can try use, because I have created a macro with the same shortcut by mistake. So that's why it's coming like this, because I have created a macro. I'll teach you to how to create a macro. I created a macro with the shortcut control G. So whenever I press control G, this is coming for me. You can press control G. So that is go to is like this. And go to, you go there and you click the cell wherever you want to go. So if I say 567, you will go to that cell. If I want, no, I want, again, I want to reach A1. So control G, you press control G, A1. Okay, fine. Then you know that control H for replace certain character you want to replace with something. So you can use control H. I for italic, already I discussed. Insert hyperlink, that I'll teach you, that you can actually create a hyperlink. Okay, you need to give an address for that, and you can create a hyperlink. So you can write something, create a hyperlink for that. We'll discuss that in future. That control L for inserting table. So you can insert a table. So you can insert a table. Normally, whenever we work on pivot table, we normally work on creating a table. Like this is the data is there. I can create a table. The shortcut key for creating table is control T. Either you can use control T or control L. Control T or control L. In both the way, you can create a table. Now your data is in the form of table. So if you want, you can summarize this with pivot table. So all that pivot table we'll discuss in the future. So how to work on pivot table and all, we'll do that in future. So control T or control L is basically to create a table. Okay. Then control N for new workbook, to open new workbook, keep pressing control N, control N, control N. New workbooks will open. You want to close it, control W or alt F4. Okay, control O to open workbook, control O. So either you can use control O or you can use, I normally use alt F4, alt F4, alt F4, you can see alt F4. I normally use alt F4 or you can use control O. So Reshma is asking, the table is already created. We want to extend it. How to proceed? So it will by default it will happen, Reshma. You don't have to do that manual work. With the table went. Sales report, yeah. Yeah. So you can see this is table is there. I want to add one more column into that. So this is quarter 4. I want to put quarter 5. Quarter 5. See this by default it will automatically it happen. So random number, rand like this into 10 something I do. So select control C or ESP. So by default it will happen. That is the reason why I told you guys to, whenever you work on pivot table, make sure your data is in the form of table. Without this data in the form of table, without this alt F0, okay, or alt Fn. So new, suppose alt Fn. So I could have, this is my data, this is my set of data. I could go to insert, and insert I can click on pivot table. Okay, if you, those people who have knowledge about pivot table can correlate with me, and then you press OK, and then you can start working on pivot table. Okay, but the problem here is that if you make any changes in the source data from where you have taken this, then it will not take it here. You have to then manually you have to extend the range of the data. Okay, so that is the reason why that whenever you work in pivot table, it is always being suggested. It's not a compulsory. It's always being suggested that you should make sure your data is in form of table. That way, it will serve your objective. Okay, so then control N for new workbook, control P for print. Everyone understand? Okay, control R. I did that. Control R fill right. I shown you that I wrote January Sunday to Monday something. Then I did control R. So automatically left data, which is then left, will come on right hand side. Control S for save. Control T for insert table. Control U for underline. Control V for paste. Control W for close. Already I've done that. Control W. Control X for cut. Control Y for redo. Control Z for undo. Already we have discussed all these shortcuts. I hope you people are understanding. Anyone, any doubt, any question, any concern, any problem? I believe all is well in your life. Clear, everyone? So, Ali Muhammad, why your Josh is low? Ali Muhammad, Narendra is telling no, sir. Narendra, are you still, your job is going on? Night shift? Ali Muhammad, are you there? Why your juice is low? So I hope this all fine with you people. You people understood this. Any doubt, anyone, any question, any concern, any problem, any tension, any concern, anything you want to ask from me? Okay, okay. Mobile got damaged. Okay. I'm very sorry, Ali, for that. I believe your girlfriend has done that. Hmm. Jokes apart. Now coming back to the question, I hope you people understood this. So before the break, we were discussing about short command. We discussed about short command. So before the break, we are talking about short command. So I went to this here. Here I was talking about short command and all. Okay, so you know that we discussed about this. Now this color and all is very irritating for me. See this color and all coming. So although I just tell you, we'll discuss this in future about this. Guys, if you see this team leader, if I change the team leader, Shahrukh, if I put team leader Shahrukh, you can see this. If I put the team leader Shahrukh, if I put the team leader Shahrukh, you can see that all, wherever Shahrukh is there, it's coming in green color. You can see wherever Shahrukh is there, it's coming in green color. So, so we'll discuss that. That is called advanced conditional formatting. Okay. And if you see wherever this department, if I change this department to marketing, you see if I change the department to marketing, you see wherever marketing department is there, it started highlighting. You can see that. Anyone knows how to do that? So that we did by using advanced conditional formatting. That we did by using advanced conditional formatting. Okay, so we did by using that advanced condition. You can see this drop down arrow, guys. You can see this drop down. You see this drop down. Right? We have this drop down. So manually, we don't have to select, which I put department human resource. And I put the department human resource. All the data with human resources coming with red color. Understood everyone? So why this happened, we'll discuss that later. I hope you like that. So let me know if you do not like this magic, because I believe you people love magics a lot. Padma Shri students love magic. So, so I'm trying to show you some magic. Yeah. So now guys, I want to copy this data. Now guys, I want to copy this data. So shift, I just control shift, otherwise I don't want all this. So control down, control shift down, control C, then control N, then alt ESW, column width, then control V. So so guys, what I have done my work very properly, guys, but I'm facing a problem. What problem are you facing, sir? I'm facing the problem. If you see between column B to column E, you can see CD column is hidden. Can you understand? So to unhide this column, I can select the column by using control space bar, then control right arrow, control space bar, shift right arrow, do right click and unhide. So do it was happening. So hide happened. So unhide, right click, unhide. So now this your two more column came, which I really don't wanted. It's better it was hidden only. It was better it was hidden only. So there you remember. So there I separated name and surname by using left and right command. I hope you remember. We did in last class this. So I don't want this. So I can hide this again. Control space bar, shift right arrow, control 0. Okay, but why this came, guys? But the question has came. Now the question in my mind is that I don't wanted that. that column D and column E. I don't wanted that column. I don't wanted that column. So why that came? So if you see, if you guys, if you let us investigate, no investigation. We love investigation. We have lot of what you say journalist or detective in our brain. So you can see after column F, GH is hidden, and then you have column I. So because of that reason, no, what happened when I copied this? Because of that reason, when I copied the data from here, because of that reason, when I copied the data from here, that hidden part also came. Although I don't wanted those hidden things to come, but knowingly, unknowingly, those data also came. Although I don't wanted them to come. So what I can do, sir, to make sure that they should not come. So what I'll do, I'll just select this, and I'll just select this, then Control Shift down arrow. I select this. Then what you do, press F5. Press F5. If you press F5, that is for go to. If you press F5, Control G, you can do Control G also, Control G or F5, or Control G or F5, then spatial, click on spatial. In that, click on visible cell only. Click on spatial, click on visible cell only. Press OK, press OK, then do Control C, then do Control C, then Control N, then Alt ESW, column width, then Control V. Now you see that that has not come. So the hidden columns has not came. Can you see that part? So the now that hidden column has not come. So you can see that. So I hope everyone understood this. Now this name, all these names are coming in small letter. I want this name in capital letter, means at least proper grammatical order. So control space bar, control shift plus, then I'll just use the function equal to proper. Okay, then I'll select this name, close bracket, enter. So and control C, left arrow, control down, right arrow, control shift up arrow, control V. I think this looks better. I think this looks better. I think this look better. Okay. I hope you'll agree with me. Now what I want to do, I want to put this here. So control X for cut, control X for cut, then left arrow, control V. If I do like this, I'll get an error. Why I'll get error? Because you need to understand their formula. You need to understand they are not real, they are formula. How to remove the formula? Control C, control shift down arrow, control C, alt ESV. Remove the formula. Control X cut, control V paste. Then delete it. Select the column, control minus. I think now this looking better. Now I think this looking better. Okay. Now what I want to do, guys, we have discussed about the short command. We have discussed about the short command. We have discussed about the short command before the break. I think everyone understood that the short command. Anyone, any doubt with the short command? Any question? Any doubt, any question from the short command? Everyone understood this? I believe everyone understood the short command. Nobody have any doubt on that. Okay, everyone understood, right? Any doubt? Basit, Akriti, Abhishek Gowda, Abhishek Rakesh, Akil Mohammed. अक्षय, अंबिका, अनुश्री, अर्पिता, भवानी, भूमिका, बिंदु, बिंदुश्री, कैथरीना, जुलीना. Any doubt? गगन, कृपा, किशोर, कव्या, कंचना, जयश्री, जैना, हरीश, गौतम, गणेश. Any doubt? नितिन, नवीन, नरेंद्र, पवित्रा, पूजा, प्रज्वल, प्रशांत. Any doubt? Any question? सचिन, रूपाश्री, सहाना, सत्यम, शालिनी, सोनिमा, श्वेता कृष्णमूर्ति, सिद्धा, गंगा, स्नेहा टी, सोनिका, सुषमा, तसादुक, त्रिवेणी, तेजेश्वर, उदय, विजयलक्ष्मी, विजयदशमी, वंदना, विनय कुमार, विनोद कुमार, यशस्विनी, सतीश कुमार, सोनिका आर. एनी डाउट एनीवन? धनंजय, दीपक, दीपिका, चिराग, दीपक, दिलीप, दिव्या, गंगा, चंदना. एनी डाउट एनीवन? Okay, thank you for your kind reply, guys. So now I hope you have understood. Now, guys, what I want to do filter. For filter all DFF. The shortcut to do filter is Alt DFF or Control Shift L. So Control Shift L or Alt DFF. Alt DFF. So if you do Alt DFF or Control Shift L, you can put filter. Now I want to put a filter. You can see this data. If you see this data, guys, this data, what this data is all about. There are some employees are there who are working. There are some employees are there. Okay, they are working under their team leader like Ritik, Salman, Shahrukh, Amitabh. Okay, they're working under these team leaders and they're working under department like marketing, finance, operation, human resources, all these departments they're working, and some sales, whatever sales they're doing, quarter one, quarter two, quarter three, quarter four, all that is given to us. Okay, that is what is a big thing in that. Now, suppose I want to see all the people who are working under it. Now, if I want to see all the people who are working under Ritik as a team leader, so I hope you know how to do that. So you simply go to click on the filter, Control Shift L or Alt DFF. Then you tick Ritik, remove the select all, and click on Ritik. So you'll get the data of Ritik. So you get the data of Ritik. So, but this I don't like, yeah. It's fine. I got the data of Ritik. I got all the people who are working under Ritik. So if I want to arrange them in ascending order, I can do that. I can do that. All people who are working Ritik, I want the department wise in ascending order. As ascending means alphabetical order from A to Z. I got that. Okay, fine. What is? Yeah. I got, sir. Fine. So how many people are there? So I can do that. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So total 8 people are there. I can do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can get that. But this I don't like it. This serial number. The serial number. If suppose my team leader, suppose my team leader asked me that Amit do one thing. I said yes sir. Please tell me what you want, sir. In Baker, sir. So he said do one thing. All the people who are there under Ritik, all the employees who are there under Ritik, do one thing. Send me the screenshot or send me the data. So I said, okay, sir, I'll do that, sir. So I do all the FF. Then I went here and then I remove here, select all. I click on the tick. I press OK, and then I just try to copy this. So just try to copy this. So I copy this. Control C, Control N, Alt E is the blue, along with Control V. So I did that, but then the serial number is coming like 9, 10, 24, 1, 14, 22, 5, 19. So manually now I have to change this, guys. Manually now I have to change this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like this. Manually I have to do this. So it's like, suppose you don't want to do this manually. So suppose you don't want to do it manually. You want what you want, that whenever we apply filter, whenever we are working on filter, we apply filter. Okay, the data what we see, the data what you see, you want them in proper, like you should be, that numbering should not affected. Are you getting me? I want that whenever I see in filter, like now I'm checking in marketing department, so I'm getting serial number like 7, 8, 1, 14, 22, 26. So I don't want that serial number to be affected. So what I can do that for that, guys, I can add one additional column. I can add uh, an additional column or this serial number only. Know what you're seeing this serial number. So serial number, how to put serial number, sir? So how to put serial number, sir? Serial number one, two. How what Amit sir has taught us to put a serial number, write at least two numbers, select it, and then drag it. Okay, so it will come automatically. Or what Amit sir has taught us, write the first number, Alt H, then F, then Fi, then E, then S, then column. For that, click on column. Step value 1, stop value 30. This is what Amit sir has taught. Okay, that is correct, guys. Nothing wrong with what Amit sir has taught you till now. So the thing is that I hope you are understanding the problem. The problem is that whenever I apply filter and all, so the serial number should come in that order, in ascending order only, should not get jumbled. The problem here is that if you put serial number from 1 to like that, and when we apply filter on that, serial number will get jumbled. So to solve this problem, what I can do, we can use a function called subtotal. We can use a function called subtotal. Okay, open bracket, subtotal, open bracket. And here what you have to do, open, when you do open bracket, guys, you will get something like 1 for average, 2 for count, 3 for count A, 4 for max, 5 for minima, 6 for product, 7 for standard deviation, sample wise, 8 for standard deviation, population wise, all that discuss. So all these are coming. So what function you want to use? Here what you do, click on 3. 3 means count A. Click on count A. This is your function. Subtotal, under that bracket function number. Function number is 3. 3 for sub count A. 3 for count A. Count A. I hope you remember what was count A. Count A was the function to count. Count what? Count what? Those cells which are occupied. Count A is the function to count those cells which are occupied. That was count A, comma. What you need to do now, so click on the first cell, whichever is your first cell, click on that. Okay, click on that cell. Okay, then what you do, fix this cell, F4. Fix that cell by pressing F4. Till here, anyone have any doubt? Fix that cell by using F4 key. Till here, anyone have any doubt? Fix this cell by using F4 key. Then what you do, then put double quote, what you say, this dot, like this. So you do this. So here I put F4. Okay, this cell got fixed. Now shift, shift 2 dots. With the 2 dots is the key which is next to L. Okay, so put 2 dot is the key which is next to L. Basically we use 2 dot to select a range. Whenever we use function key, so we normally use this 2 dot to select the range. Then again click on the first cell, B2. Then again click on the first cell, B2. Now close bracket, enter. Now what you do, when this is done, control C, right arrow, control down arrow, left arrow, control shift up arrow, control V. So guys, now you would be thinking, now if you see that again that numbering came, what is big thing in that? F2, press F2 to understand how this happened, guys. Use your common sense, understand what I have done. You can understand from B2, that B2 cell I fixed from B2 to B6 now. It's counting the occupied cell. You understand? You know why you use, sir, A, control A, sir? Why not control, sir? Why control A, sir? Because, guys, control A can count any occupied cell. Forget its number or its character. I hope you're understanding. So count, you understand counting. It is counting from B2, the first cell, to the cell where you are right now. That is what control A basically do. That is what control A basically do. So by what you are doing, you are using subtotal, you are understanding, you are using the function subtotal, you are using subtotal means is basically you can use the work of subtotal is basically to apply any mathematical function. The work of subtotal is to apply any mathematical function what you are looking for within the range. That is what the subtotal basically do. So don't misjudge this subtotal word with total. Total, don't think this is only about totaling. Don't think this is only about doing summation. You can do anything with that. Okay, then you need to tell the Excel what mathematical function you need to use. I told Excel that I want to use what? I want to use count A, comma. Then from what to what? So I want to count from what to what. So I fix the first cell. From that first cell to whichever cell I am right now. I hope you understood this part. Anyone, any doubt, any question, any concern, any problem, any tension? Anything you have not understood till now? Rajendra, I know you would have understood. What about others? Akhil Ahmed, Akshay, Ali Mohammed, Bharat Kumar, Bhumika, Bindun Bindu, Katrina, Julina, Chandan, Chandana, Chirag, Deepika, Devraj, Dhanaya Hegde, Dilip Khush, Divya P, Gagan, Ganesh Raj, Ganga N, Gautam with O Sharma, Harish Kia slash Jaina M, Karthik GS Kanchana dot B dot 18YYC41005. Any doubt, anyone? Anyone, any doubt? Clear, you people understanding? Yeah, so yeah, so once you did, now if you apply filter guys, all DFF, if you apply filter, now again I want to select, see the team leader Ritik data. Uh, now you see this. See the serial number now guys. So now if you just do this, select all. Now if I choose a department wise, any department, you can see this. So here your serial number is not getting changed. So it will always come in that number wise from 8126, 12 whatever. Understanding, right, everyone? Anyone, any doubt? How to put filter, how to remove filter, all DFF. Put filter or to remove filter, alt DFF. Clear everyone? Anyone, any doubt, any concern, any problem, any tension, anything you want to ask from me? All happy, all good. Alt H A. Alt H B E. Clear everyone? So you have written the serial number and name of student, right? You have written the serial number and name of student. Everyone done that, right? Everyone done that, right? You have written the serial number and name of the student. I told you to write the subject's name also. I told you to write 15 subjects. Everyone done that, right? I told you to write 14-15 subjects. I hope you have done that. Yeah, so now what I'll do, we'll put marks. So already I think in last few class, I don't know, I have taught you how to put this marks and all. I have taught you how to put the marks. Before you put the marks, what I want, fix this cell. How to fix this cell? All WFF freeze spans. Go to view. Go to view. You can go to view. Under view, you can click on freeze spans. So you can go to view. Go to view. Under that, click on freeze span. So now, if you do freeze span, you can see I go whatever in right hand side. This names this part is getting fixed. Now I can use a function called rand between. I can use a function called rand between. Here I'll write 0, 100. I'll write 0, 100. So it will generate a random number between 0 to 100. I hope you remember this. Then I'll copy this. Control Shift. Then I'll just copy this. I'll go down till the last cell. And then I'll go right hand side. Control V. So I got the number. I got the number. I got the number. You just remove this formatting and all. Okay, I got the number. Once you get the number, always instructed remove the formula. How to remove the formula? Control C, Alt ESP. Control C, Alt ESP. With that, you remove the formula. Control C, Alt ESP. You have removed the formula. Clear everyone? We have done already all these things. So then delete it the other way. What I told you. The other way, what I told you, you can use equal to RAND, open bracket, close bracket, into 100. Into 100. Okay, you can better to avoid decimal, you can round it off to this comma 0. You can round it off to comma 0. You can round it off to comma 0. Press enter. Then copy that. Control C. Then you can go down. Then right arrow. You can select this. Control V. Then remove the formula by using the command Control C Alt ESP. Control C or Alt ESP. You know this. So other or I have told you, you can use the function RAND, open bracket, close bracket. You got the random number. You got the random number. Okay, you got the random number. Here you put like I want to multiply all the number by 100. You can copy that. Okay, you can suppose all the numbers are there with 100. All these numbers are there with 100. So or the rand, you know that, right? This command rand equal to rand open bracket close bracket. What this function will do? It generate a random number between 0 to 1. So what I want all these numbers. I don't want the number between 0 to 1. I wanted the number between 0 to 100. So what I'll do, I can select So what I can do, 1 minute. So 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 what I can do, I can simply copy this 100, select this cell, control shift right arrow, down arrow, then I'll go to paste, I'll go to paste spatial, paste spatial, in that I'll click on multiply. So all these numbers will be multiplied by 100. Okay, so then if I want, I can remove my formula. If I want, I can remove my formula. Control shift right arrow, down arrow, control C, alt DS. Okay, we have done already all this. So once we get this, you want to remove decimals and all. Too many decimals are coming. You can ignore decimals by your decimals will be ignored. Okay. Once this part is done, still that is not done completely. Control shift right arrow, down arrow. I can erase decimal. So once this is done, I'll remove the formula. If the formula is there, no formula is there. No formula is there. Yeah, you can see this. But in reality, no guys, if you use this, if you this is no also not visible, but in reality you can see this guys. The number is this only. The decimal is not even only thing you can't see that. Only thing is that you can't see that. So only thing is that you can't see that. So you can understand that part. So better it I will suggest you can use round it off. Anyway, we'll discuss that. If you want to do the sum, once this part is done now, I suggest you to remove this all WFM. You remove that free span. Once your data is being entered, remove this free span. I'll suggest you remove the free span. So you can do sum of each person. How to do the sum of each person? So the formula is there, guys. So remove the formula. So you just do that. Control C or ESV. So once you've done that, yeah. So then you can do the sum alt equal to. The shortcut key of doing sum is alt equal to. You can do the sum by using alt equal to. Clear everyone? Anyone any doubt? The shortcut key of sum is alt equal to. Like the way you find sum, you can also find the average. Like the way you find the sum, like the same way you can find the average. Average, how you can find the average? Either you can use a formula called average. Okay, either you can use a formula called average, come to the first cell, control shift left arrow, then remove the control command, then right arrow, one shift right arrow like this. Go till here, close bracket, enter. So either you can do this to get an average, or you can use sum command equal to sum. Go to the first cell, control shift left arrow, remove the control command, shift right arrow till economics, close bracket, divide by count A. Now you can use count because they are number. Count, count. Go to the first cell, control shift left arrow, remove the control command, come to the first cell, close bracket, enter. Clear everyone? Double click, double click. So you can do any way, you'll get the average. Anyone, any doubt? Any doubt, anyone? So we'll do this much today and we'll continue tomorrow. So we'll do this much today. So I just close, delete it. We'll do this much today. We'll continue tomorrow our discussion. So I hope you have understood this. You know how to merge and center, right? How to merge the cell and all. You can go under home and you can do this merge. And already I have taught you about merge and center, wrap test, all that already I've done. So, I hope you still remember the application. So average part Rajendra want me to do it. Yes, average part Rajendra. Average Rajendra, if you want, you can find average Rajendra by simply using this average function. By simply using this average function, or you can use your statistic knowledge, Rajendra. You know that average is nothing but sum of data by number of data. So you'll do sum of data already you got here, divide by the number of data, divide by the number of data. So divide it by number of data, how many data are there? All a number data, so I can use count function, control shift left arrow, remove the control key, shift right arrow till economics, close bracket, enter. So just double click, you'll get that. So either you can use average function or you can use sum divide by count, because here average means arithmetic mean. So there's no geometric mean, harmonic mean, median mode, all that is there. So here average means arithmetic mean. So that is what Excel don't know about geometric mean, harmonic mean and all. Excel know average means arithmetic mean. Arithmetic mean formula is sum of data by number of data. Anyone, any doubt, any question, any concern, any problem, any tension? So can we end the class, guys? So thank you, everyone. I'll see you all tomorrow. God bless you. Take care. Sabba khair. Sayonara. Everyone, take care. See you all tomorrow. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for your kind presence. Still, I can see 80 people attending, listening to me. So I feel you made my day today. So thank you all the 80 people, 79 people who are listening to me. God bless you. Take care. Bye.